How we doing, everybody? Happy Sunday to you. Welcome to Otto's Grotto, all things geek and unique. I'm actually filming this on Super Bowl Sunday. So this was a video that I wanted to do for a while, just to show you what my man cave, what Otto's Grotto looks like. I've been in his house for a few years now. I've actually run out of space. So this right here is the area that we actually film from, the bar that we sit at. And we talk, and behind the scenes we got some stuff. But I'm going to show you a few of my favorite pieces. Over here, I've got my Tick figures. I'm a huge fan of the Tick. I always love the character. The live action or the cartoon is some of my favorite stuff. I've got some figures down here, a Galvatron figure, horrible Transformer, but great character. Over here I have some my favorite photos that I've met. William Shatner, Mr. Spock, Leonard Nimoy. I've also had a chance to meet Batman twice. I was very heartbroken when he passed away because Adam West was one of my true heroes, and I spoke to him twice, and it was always very nice to meet. Over here, we've got some of my favorite Star Wars stuff, and some of my favorite Transformers. I do have all 5 of the Transformers, all the bots. I really love those. Up here, I've got some Star Trek stuff I've got Romulan Ale, playing on Bloodwine, very cool. Over here is the main focus of the room when you're just hanging out watching football. This used to be a great room for football. Still is, but it's become very geekish. Up there, I have a Flash helmet that I met that I've actually had 3 members of the Flash sign. Hopefully, I'll have them all sign it. Over here, I have my Galactus. I don't want to drop that, but he does do some cool stuff. Over here, we're going to get into my Lego part. This Lego set right here is the Batman 66 Lego collection with some add-ons. Joker's Funhouse, Joker's Lowrider. Up here, I've got some of my favorite Batman stuff. A great Funko Pop, Mr. Freeze. First appearance of Poison Ivy. Over here, I've got some nice prints. These prints are obviously the first appearance of Harley Quinn. Down here, I have a George Perez print, which I absolutely love. And we've got the Mad Love. Over here, I have a painting that my brother Brett X did, Power Kid Comics. He's on Instagram. Give him a follow. And over here, I've got some really unique stuff. This is a really fun area. As you can see, I have all the Star Wars 12 back in a display. I rescued this from a friend of mine whose significant other didn't want it in the house anymore. He had to get rid of it. Down here, I've got some Legos and some mini-mates I used to collect. A Yoda hand puppet. Please excuse the prom picture from 1989. And an old video game, Galaxy 2, that I had when I was a kid. Slowly working on my album collection. And up here, I've got some of my favorite Juggernaut books. And then, as we go through the room, we get into the more comics. This is the pride and joy of my collection right here. Can't really see it with that glare. My Hulk 181, it's a 9.2. And down here I have some of my favorite X-Men books. X-Men 94, X-Men 101, very linear, 8.5. They both match. But now that I have this Dark Phoenix statue, I have to get her first appearance at an 8.5 to match that. Some of my favorite books right here, my NYX4. I bought this raw to match Catwoman 51, Adam Hughes signs. This is something that I had made for myself. I'm a huge Killing Joke fan. When this book came out, it was very controversial at the time, so I had this custom made. The 9.6 is a book that I bought in the wilds, and I had it pressed and graded myself, so I could have bought a 9.8, but I don't want to. I like finding the books out in the wild and grading them myself. Over here, I have a wall to the people that have passed away. My mother, my father, my good cousin, one of my great friends from college, and my father-in-law. Over here, we all know this book, Heating Up. First appearance of Black Panther, 7.5. Bought this a few years ago. Had it graded and pressed, came back 7.5. Now we have my wall of signatures. Just had these all done. Some Roy Thomas, Neil Adams, Stan Lee, Jim Starlin. Down here we have the number 1s. I know the Submariner doesn't match, but eventually I'll get another Silver Age number 1 to put in there. Up here I have my Batman books. My Mr. Freeze, first appearance of Penguin, and Silver Age Joker, which I love. This I just added because I thought this was really fun. This is my newest additions. Stuff that I grew up to. So I have my G.I. Joe number 1, my Micronauts, and my Godzilla. Very linear, 9.2, 9.4, 9.6. Thinking about the 9.8 will be either ROM or Shogun Warriors. Over here, we have another display that kind of is lacking in my Grotto, but I'm going to work on it. What If Venom Possessed Deadpool. I got some Doctor Strange stuff with some of my figures. My original Transformers that I bought down here. I also have some books that I covet. Teen Titans #2, signed by George Perez and Marv Wolfman. And Teen Titans, the first appearance of Nightwing, both signed by George Perez and Marv Wolfman. Down here, my first appearance of Kraven. Kraven has fallen on the ground. All right. Now we get into some a really cool wall that I have. These are my prints. This is Flash Gordon was a great movie, so I met Sam Jones. I had him autograph it. Up here, I've got my Rob Liefeld print. Now everybody's got a New Mutants '98 signed, but I actually had him draw this, sign it for me. Then he did a little Deadpool sketch for me with the signature, so technically double signed. We all know the artist who did this, Alex Ross. My favorite Teen Titans poster, double signed by Marv Wolfman, George Perez. We've got some Steal Your Girl Steranko print right there, signed by my buddy. And we have a Joe Sinnott Doctor Doom, which is a great piece that I got for him. These are just some independent artists that I've picked up along the way. And we also have one of my favorites, my Thing Annual #1, signed by Ron Wilson to my family. So this is a panoramic view of Otto's Grotto, all things geek and unique. So I wish I had a better visual. You can check my Instagram if you'd like to see the Hulk 181 a little bit. Let me just turn the lights off and maybe I can get rid of that glare. All right. Wrong glare. Darn it. All right. I don't know if you can see it any better, but there it is. I'd have to take it out of the case. So that's Otto's Grotto, all things geek and unique, featuring 3 men in a basement. If you ever wanted to know what it looks like down here. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your Super Bowl.